Hello, my dear friends, parents, students. Warm welcome in this session of fear and self-doubt. And we are having a student with us of grade 10th. Thank you so much for being here. And I am also expecting a parent to also join this session so that we can have a view of parent and student both. So everyone who is watching me, I am grateful to you because you are investing time here in this session. And time is money, yes. And time is more valuable than money, yes. And time needs to be saved, it needs to be spent, it needs to be invested, and it needs to be donated. So, thank you so much. It means so much if you are here and having this conversation. Because I'm very sure that this conversation is about the people who are watching me. Because this conversation of fear and self doubt was about me. And this conversation of fear and self doubt is about everyone. Everybody deals it. So, Lena, thank you so much. It would be great if you can switch on your video. It would be great. It would be excellent if, as a parent, Lena, if you can please switch on your video. And it means so much to, and it gets so much of courage to talk about fear and self doubt because this is an internal pattern. So once again, a warm welcome on behalf of Smart Natives UAE. 14 years, Smart Natives had been with thousands of parents and students at Jaipur, Rajasthan, India. And now the expansion has happened online, me being based at Fujairah, UAE. So the opportunity which COVID time has given now is to go global. So parents, all parents globally, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whichever part you are hearing me, Naheed Khan, being a parenting coach. So believe me, friends, my parenting coaching has some very different end results. It has three end results. And I'm looking for parents and students who are interested in these results. And in this 7.2 billion of population, I just need some 1,000 parents connect. And few of the parents are still, in my community who are there. So who are the parents I'm looking for? I'm looking for parents who, as parent and student productive results, are looking for a life for themselves and their little one, young adult, being financially free. This goal, and this goal starts from the 0 years. So my coaching will start from the children, parents of children 0 to any years. So people who want to be financially free, because this is what I see in my life, is working and giving me happiness and peace. And friends, what do we need end of the day? End of the day, all of us, we need only two things: happiness, peace, happiness, peace, happiness, peace. Please do a checkup today only. And even this is for the students and children. End of the day, we want to be happy, we want to be stress free, peaceful, fulfilled. And emotions like love and other emotions actually make us fulfilled. So there are bifurcations also, but these are two important things we look forward. So financial freedom, freedom of time. I'm looking for parents who want freedom of time for themselves and for their little ones. I am standing in front of you, being an army commander, gold medalist from Indian Army, being an insurance head in HDFC Standard Life, being the administrative head of Smart Natives for 14 years. I had been working 24 into 7. This was my journey. Still, the money had a limit. People call it a successful money amount or figure, the 7 digit, which we call 5 digit. Sorry, I never achieved 7 digit. So I did the 5 digit figure. See, still the digits are confusing. See, our relationship with money. So now I have to share that I don't know. This was my way of being. I didn't know how to earn more than 60 lakhs a year. This is what I want to learn while living right now, because I don't know. There is a cap which is fixed. And COVID, when it has hit, I have again seen my relationship with money getting me goosebumps, me having fear and self doubt. So I'm looking for parents and students who are looking for financial freedom in their life. They want to live this life as I am living. I am living this life. I work only 4.5 days. And 2.5 days, I do whatever is there in my heart. What makes me happy? What makes me fulfilled? I don't have a structure 2.5 days. And here I would love to quote how I could do this, because this is a learning for everyone. When I am standing here, I am creating a learning for all of you who is investing time in me. So I am very much responsible, my dear friends, so that you get transformation after my session. And it's just a 20-30 minutes of investment in my session now. Thank you, dear student, for having patience. So I just want to create an intention of today's fear and self-doubt session, that people who want to be financially free, parents and students, people who want to be who want to have time freedom. So here the credit I will give to UAE government. If you will see, UAE government is encouraging 4 days of working and 3 days of off. A government. And then I'm getting present कि when a rich economy like UAE can be productive in 4 days, why can't Naheed Khan? Or why can't I teach this to my 15-year-old child or my 18-year-old children? And I am a parenting coach because I want to cause this transformation in my life. So thank you so much. You giving me your listening is the best gift I can really have from you. And friends, here I would love to say that this listening is the biggest gift you can give to anyone else, your spouse, your staff, and your children. So people who want to be financially free, people who want to have time freedom, and people who want to be emotionally free, have emotional freedom of expression. I call my students, I coach them, teach them, and we learn together. I learn from my students also. I learn from my parents also. I will learn from you also. Because you will agree, everybody has limitless power. So full blown self expression. You will see me dancing in my sessions. I don't feel shy. What is there to be shy about? Your life and my life is the same. So now I want to scare you a little. I want to scare you, dear student. I want to show you a scary face, because this is what we deal all times, fear and self-doubt. So, dear student, Lina, I would also request you, if you will switch on your video, I will add you to my 5-slide presentation. You can be a part of this conversation actively. So it is a request for you, if possible, to please switch on your video. Thank you so much, because you are there with me. And I hope you can have conversation on the links. You have the links. So, Zara, I want, dear student, you to be very honest and truthful. You are in 10th standard, and there's nothing to be afraid because I'm there. And it's okay to be afraid also. This is what, because I also deal it and everybody deals it. Do you feel have fear and doubt in your experience, which scares you?
Yeah, like every other human being, yeah, I do face.
So, where all do you feel scared? Lena, can you hear me?
Lena is not there actually.
Yes?
Lena is not there.
No, Lena is there in my, I can see her in my dashboard. So, sorry I interrupted you. So, because she as a parent also, because I'm seeing that everybody deals it. So, Lena, can you hear me? You have to unmute and speak. Lena, you have to unmute and speak. I think some connectivity problem with Lena. So I'm so sorry, my apologies. Because this is really scary. So where all do you feel fear and self-doubt, my dear student?
I mean, like, if I'm with a group of people who I'm not really close with, I'll feel like they'll judge me. So, like, I'll doubt myself, like, I have to be at my best. Like, maybe even my best self is not good enough for them. So, there's this self doubt there and the fear that they'll not like me.
Yeah, you want to be liked. Human beings want to be
Yeah,
respected. You want respect also. The
yeah,
judgment is called. Yeah. So, can I tell you a story, if you allow me? Your story, my story, the human being story.
yeah, go on.
Ca- Because then you can tell your friends also the story. So, my dear student, when you were born, you were a small baby. So, you just had a, do you use a laptop or a computer?
Yeah,
So, you were just born with a hardware and there was no software. And your human brain, it is 100% active till the age of 5 6 years. So these are the times when your software was getting uploaded. You know, windows getting installed. So your windows were getting installed by your parents installing it, the people who were close to you. And can you imagine when you were a small baby, how much you needed your mother? Can you imagine? Do you need your mother now also? Do you? Yeah.
yeah.
And do you feel that mother is less available and you need her more in your experience? Mother might be busy or you need her more.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, yes, sometimes, yes. So there were times when you as a baby just needed your mother all the time. But can your mother would have been there with you all the time? No, because she needs to eat, she needs to take bath, she needs to do her stuff, she needs to dress up. Might be she was a working mom. So, what do you think as a small child? The first experience of fear would have come there. Then you gradually started becoming a big baby, a small baby to a 3 month old baby. 3 month old baby can recognize people. You started recognizing familiar faces, your father, your grandmother, your people around, the people who used to take care of yourself. So the social smile comes 2.5 months. So at that time, when your father was there with you were so happy. But then father has to go to work. So did you get fear? Experience of fear? Yes. So these are small fears I am giving you. Did you have an experience of a strict teacher in your class when you were small? telling you, what are you doing? Don't do this. Keep quiet. Yes,
Yeah.
this created fear in you. Did you have your grandmom or the people who were your taking care of you saying, no, take, take care, don't touch this, be careful, walk slowly? Yes, this created fear in you. And they did not do wrong or they did not do it deliberately. So, 0 to 7 years is the subconscious conditioning which happens. Do you know what is subconscious? Subconscious is your papa and mama brain, 95%. You can understand like this. And what you are using right now, conversing with me in this session or while studying, is just the 5% of your brain, 5%. So, whom do you think has more power, 5% or 95%?
95.
That is why you have an experience of fear and self doubt. Even in situations where you don't understand why are you getting fearful. You don't want to be fearful and still you are experiencing fear and doubt on your own self, not believing your own self. So there's another part of the story. This is 0 to 7 years and then 7 to 14 years. Do you know this collarbone of yours here? So this collarbone, where it meets, it's the thymus gland. This is open 7 to 14 years. So we are accepting, like we learn, we if somebody coaches us, tells us something, how to do it, this thymus gland is of acceptance, right? But this thymus gland closes when we became a teenager. Our identity becomes to form. So we validate our identity, and the more our peer group, do you like your peer group more, like connect, you are more connected to your peer group than your mother and father? You can be honest, no
Yeah.
worries. So don't worry, this is with all teenagers. Tomorrow you go to your class and you can ask this to all students, they will say yes, the friends connect is more stronger, because at this time your friends are telling that you are so good, you are wonderful, you are amazing, you are beautiful. Yes, is it?
Yeah.
And parents, they give a lot of coaching, correction for your good, but that is not freedom. Yeah. So here I want to give coaching to all parents who are hearing me, that really this COVID mask is a sign that we should remember that we should listen more rather than speaking anything. Listening to the child and only correcting and communicating after having a connection. And that correction also, no direct correction. The correction in the form of asking questions. Can you please allow me to give a demo to you? I will ask you some question, right? I will give you correction.
Yeah, okay.
So I want to ask you a question, that you are a 10th boarder. Do you think you are using mobile very efficiently? Just I'm asking you for your studies and exam, or the mobile is, being used like in your more than studies in other things also. So what do you think about this question which I'm asking you about mobile?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, I use mobile more than studying itself.
Yeah. So here I have given a demo that I'm not correcting you. I'm just raising a question where you know you are seeing your benefit. You very well understand that your 10th board are there and you have to write the exams. So there can be another way. Why are you not studying? And why you are wasting so much time on Instagram? One more thing is there, Snapchat. Yes, Snapchat is also there. So this is, it's okay. It's your world, right? So but and it's everybody's world. Social media, is an adult parent's world also. So now I will tell you again that this we understood. Now, what do we do? What do you think? Whatever I shared, did it make sense to you? Can you please share that? Because then I will create a summary. Just give me 30 seconds. Can you just like recall and share what you learned? Just give me 30 seconds. I'm coming back. You can share by then.
Yeah. So there's always a better way of telling people, of talking to people. Like, you can say it in a better way instead of like at the starting just judging them. And your childhood shapes the person you become as an adult. Like there's a hormone in between our collarbones that
A
closes at
gland.
the age of 14.
Thymus
Thymus
gland.
gland, yeah, thymus, okay, thymus gland. So basically, our childhood shapes how we become as an adult, and there's always a better way of talking to people because the way we talk, it it shows how we are. Because like as people say, I don't know who says this, but words are sharper than knives, and it can really hurt people. So yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much. So today this is, see, when I'm talking to you, you are contributing to so many parents and students. You are getting blessings because this session in the later part, which would be watched by so many parents and students, and they will understand, the brain science more and why do they get fear and self-doubt. So today we are just discovering the fear and self-doubt. We are not seeing the solution or what to do about it. And fear is good also because it gives us direction. Even I was very fearful. If I and I still get fears, now also. So fear will always stay. So I stay to say to students like you and parents that there is always two fat aunties on your left and on your right. These two fat aunties are fear and self-doubt. This is what my mentor taught me. So just recalling the session, why this session is important, because if you will see like Sarah, this is an area, this is the world, the whole world's information. So this is an area that we know, like you know how to study maths of 10th standard, and this is an area that you don't know. Can you give an example of this area that you don't know?
Unlike in studies where I don't know 12th standard physics.
You don't know 12th standard physics. Excellent. So see, this major area is there which constitutes the area DK. Don't know. Here are blind spots. Our patterns are there. So this patterns, as I told you, in all parents and all human beings, they are found 0 to 7 years when our brain is 100% active, and 7 to 14 years. And I also told you about the mama and papa brain, right? I told you the reptilian brain and the mammalian brain. So they have 95% influence on all of us. And life can be really so beautiful, like the toys you had during your childhood. Now your toys have changed. Might be it is not Doraemon, it might be And Apple, which phone? Apple, which is the new one? Which is the new toy every teenager wants?
Phone or laptop.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And why we have discussed this topic? Because survey shows that before COVID, one out of five children was an anxious child, and now the data has doubled. It is 1:4 is the data, and it is increasing alarmingly. So sessions like these would create awareness in people. People will understand that this is okay. It's okay to be fearful. We can share with someone that we are having fear. And here, do you like reading books? You like reading books? You can say no also, yes, no, whatever.
Yeah, I do.
You do. So there is a book, what you say, what to say when you talk to yourself. I highly recommend this book for you to read. This is a beautiful book, and it is a small book, it's not much. So thank you so much. My good thanks. Can you take these flowers? Do you feel, these are lovely flowers? So thank you so much for being here in this session. You have really created a powerful session for so many teenagers. So thank you. And thank you to all parents who have watched this and who will be watching this powerful session in future. Because I know this certainly might be coming free of cost to you, but 110% you will agree with me that this is pure gold. I have learned spending lakhs and spending so much time in these trainings. So let us make the maximum use of the what we created today, because life is only once. So thank you so much for being here
Thank
and creating
you.